Jason, what do you think about the Oklahoma City Thunder? And is there that part of the country? There's a little bit of bad blood between the Mavs and Thunder, is there not? Do I not see the fan bases going after it a little bit? What do you think of how much better the Thunder got and how the Mavs match up with them?
Are y'all aware that I live in
No,
No.
Oklahoma?
what part?
No.
Yeah, so I'm currently in Oklahoma
Oh
City. This is
shit.
where my home
Oh,
is.
What
So I
how and
was a
why
bit
did
on
this happen?
really
Okay.
boring, but in the middle of the pandemic, my wife and son, we were just sort of like getting restless in
Okay.
LA. Uh, we want to be closer to
Mhm.
family because it was a difficult
yeah.
Mhm.
time.
Makes
And
sense.
so my family lives in Texas, her family lives in Kansas, and we didn't want to live
Yeah,
too
yeah,
close.
yeah.
So we kind of like really randomly picked a spot, and I've really enjoyed it. The city itself is
Mm,
pretty fun, and the basketball is like 5 minutes
okay.
away. It's
Okay.
awesome. So that said, yeah, there's a lot
Okay.
of bad blood, and my my neighbors, like my mentions, like everybody's on my ass in the playoffs, and I like it was unbelievable. Like the amount of shit talk was crazy. They hate Luca, and he hates them,
That's
so it's
great.
wonderful. Um, I think the Thunder are awesome, and just it's almost like it's
Uh-huh.
unfair. I was talking to Jason Concepcion, who you guys know,
Mhm.
last night about losing Hartenstein, and he was like, just like I hate that we found him and we had to make this difficult choice. Like Oklahoma City has no difficult choices. They could do whatever
Yeah.
they want. They just have a magic wand, it seems like. And the Caruso to Giddey upgrade is like an all-time
Yeah.
upgrade. I watched that shit up close. It was first off, getting rid of Giddey was addition by
Mhm.
subtraction for
Mhm.
OKC. Like just point blank, it got awkward. It got awkward in the arena when it was like, do we start this guy? Because he technically has like seniority. That was like his only claim to the
Mhm.
starting spot,
Never a good
basically.
sign in pro
Uh,
sports when that's your claim.
never a good sign. And so, I think they wound up starting Wiggins in the playoffs, but yeah, and then the idea that you're replacing him with
Dog.
Caruso, it's not even like close. And then they filled those holes that were very, very obvious. The big hole was huge against Dallas. Like you could just see it from forever away. And then you just forget that they're so young that Chet, I mean, one NBA
Yeah.
season he's played. Like
Sheesh.
he's gonna get so much better. Jalen Williams is gonna get so much better. Case and Wallace, these guys are
Yeah.
deep, like scary deep. And I think that they're my favorite to get out
Yeah,
for sure.
they're my favorite to win the West too, and like you said, just the Giddy to Ace, Caruso upgrade. Like when that trade came down my timeline, I was like, oh okay, I'll wait for the follow up reports on what picks OKC is throwing in, and when I found out it was just a straight up trade, I was like, how in the fuck, you know, like I couldn't
It
believe it.
made no
That
sense.
was wild, and it goes back to what I said. Like so many teams are on the brink, and you got OKC who just, just I think they're having the best offseason and they're not even getting the superstars, right? You're getting Hartenstein and Caruso. And I think that they are for sure having the best offseason so far. And like you said, I'm with it too. I think they're gonna win the West, bro.
They're getting exactly what they
Yeah,
need. They're not getting the
Yeah.
names, but they're getting exactly what they need on their team. So yeah, I see what you mean there.
and they can do more. There's still room, like
Yeah.
throughout the season, to do more. They have so many assets, and like you said, when nothing was attached to the Giddy trade, I was also stunned. I was like, "There's surely there's something," and maybe that's what Demar meant when he was like, "It's a last straw." Maybe it wasn't even about Giddy. Maybe it was about the fact that they made this
Mhm.
dumbass trade and got nothing in
Yeah.
return. Like they didn't get a
Right.
pick.
I couldn't
I've
believe it.
been out too. I'm like,
I
what are you
couldn't
doing?
believe it. But yeah, yeah, they're gonna be so tough with Dort and Caruso and SGA on the perimeter. Then you got Chet and Hartenstein in the back line, bro. Like, and Chet is an incredible defender. Like he was second in the
Yeah.
league with total blocks last season with 190. Do y'all know who's number one and the number
Of
that
course.
guy had?
It has to be Wemby, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
20,
yeah.
250,
right?
then
Yeah.
254 for Wemby. Unfucking believable, but
Not the
Side
yeah,
note.
defensive player of the year though.
Crazy. Anyway, we don't have to get into it.
uh, I think it's crazy that for as few people are on planet Earth who are capable of being high level NBA players at any given moment in time, there are fewer people capable of being high level GMs. Like, I don't understand how at any given point there's like 2 to 4 guys that are like, consistently you're like, how the fuck did they do that? And it's the combination of knowledge of the, contracts, players, the CBA, and which one of these other GMs is a
Can I
rotten
fuck
tooth
over?
that I can just push over right now. And it's this really cunning mix of skills. And Sam Presti's how many times do you end up going, wow, that's sort of insane that worked out in their favor to that extent?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I think also too, just like this is a weird opinion, but like I live here. This is still very much a college football town, and I think there's something to the fact that there's not this like insane amount of pressure on Presti, and I think that is like really important because how many times have you heard about like ownership wants to win now or whatever, and he was given the ability to rebuild on his terms, and then by doing so he accumulated all this shit, and now he's just like a king in every room. He has the leverage in every single room he's in. And I am somebody who likes to respect people's jobs and stuff like that, but that Chicago move is one that I am like, can I do it? Why not?
Yeah. Didn't the local paper in Oklahoma City have to apologize to KD for suggesting that he had missed a shot in the fourth quarter? So what was the headline, Tyler? Do you remember?
It was Mr. Unreliable, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Barry Trammell was the writer. Yeah, he's an old school dude.
But like you said, the media environment there is such that it was like the paper printed, I thought they printed the editorial board apologized or something, that it was like, we should not criticize Mr. Durant.
Well, and now most of the media are like homegrown Oklahomans. One of my funniest things, he's going to kill me for calling this out. I don't care. Andrew Schleck. Do you guys know him? He does Down to Dunk.
Okay.
He's a writer for the Thunder for The Athletic. The New York Times is The Athletic, and he was in the playoff hype video, being like, "Get up, Thunder fans!" I was like, "Media, what is this?" And I gave him shit to his face. But that is the environment that Oklahoma City is in. The media is in the hype video.
Right. The beat writers are just there to say, this guy who works at this store did not wear the shirt. He didn't wear the fucking shirt.
Yeah. Exactly.
Forget about what the calendar says. Football season is right around the corner, and that means Best Ball Week at DraftKings isn't far behind. Here's what you need to know. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is their biggest fantasy contest ever. We're talking 15 million guaranteed prize pool with two. That's right, 2 millionaires being crowned for first and second place.
If you're a set it and forget it type, then Best Ball is for you. No waiver wires, no roster management, bigger roster so injuries won't end your season. Only the draft, and that's it. You're set for the season. And $15 million in prize money is no joke. Still not convinced? Check this out. This year, DraftKings is offering everyone a Draft One, Get One special. Your $20 entry fee scores you a bonus ticket.
Get ready for Best Ball Week at DraftKings. Download the DraftKings app and use code Jenkins. That's code Jenkins, Jenkins, for all customers who enter the NFL Best Ball $15 million millionaire contest to get a bonus ticket. Only during Best Ball Week, only on DraftKings.